Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Roadish Podcast. My name is Rune, and as always, I have
Hello.
Armand with me. Okay, well, apparently your name is now Hello.
Yes, my
we
name.
we should really flush out the beginning of these pods. I mean, it's close enough, but it works for how it is.
Last episode you did this so perfectly, like absolutely perfectly, and
Well,
then
you could say that, but none of these are perfect. As we constantly say, and I will edit this out already. They become shit shows.
yes,
Yeah, which we're fine with. We're fine with. But speaking of which, it's essentially what today is going to be because it's not really a big plan. Just a bit of a chat, really, back and forth. Maybe some online drama if either one of us have heard about things, and just a catch up, really. Just a bit more of a relaxed episode. I have a bit of a proposition for Armand for the channel going forward. Uh, but before all of that, I just want to say like a general thank you. I know we say it at the end of each episode, don't we? Like you really make a point of it.
yeah,
Um, the views have been going up, which is nice. I don't really track that kind of thing. I don't track like analytics or anything, but I don't know if you've noticed, Armin, that the views have been
uh,
decent and reasonably consistent. I mean,
that's
helps
great.
because we also try to be consistent, and we're really not. Um,
The keyword is try.
we try. I mean, life gets in the way because this isn't like full time job or anything like that. But
Hmm.
it's been pretty decent for something that we have been terrible on advertising. We've done atrocious on trying to advertise,
Right,
but
right. Soon,
mhm.
I'm gonna start posting on the TikTok, and by
That's fine,
soon
that's fine,
I mean sometime next week.
that's fine. So the I very quickly mentioned to Armin beforehand that there is some other proposal stuff that I want to do in the future, and I don't want to like hide anything. I don't think there's anything like that we wouldn't necessarily talk about like live. Maybe some personal stuff and all that kind of thing, but I think that goes without saying. But the if there ends up being small snippets of pods that we can find that we both agree are kind of like funny or an interesting thing or might like involve some sort of I don't know, invoke a conversation, then I don't mind making like a quick TikTok thing about it. Like even if it ends up being needing to be like an edited video, just as like using our avatars as a flash back and forth. I don't mind doing that if that's something that you want to do in the future as well.
Yeah.
Um, but my main proposal. So, do you remember? I'm gonna make you cast your mind back slightly. So this is to you, Armand.
Yes.
Do you remember quite a while ago that me, you, and Lay had a conversation that was going to end up being a podcast?
Oh yes, I remember. I
Yeah,
very
it was
much do.
from ages ago. I still have it saved somewhere. And I would say it was a decent conversation with input from chat because we did that like live on my channel. I think Lay was also live. I'm not really too sure.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and it was a good back and forth, but ultimately we decided that it wasn't like the type of content that we wanted to release for podcasts at the time. Um, so my proposal is, as we've mentioned before, we want to talk to other people and have guests on and all that kind of thing. And I feel like it would be kind of weird if I were to invite someone on that you don't know,
Hmm.
and vice versa, if you were to invite someone on that I don't know. So it'd be like a weird back and forth of like, I'm not too sure on this person. I don't feel like I might not vibe with them or anything like that. Until we get like a bit more of a consensus like feeling for how we vibe, because I'm pretty sure we're fine. Obviously, we're fine.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have a different type of conversation with someone you know than I would,
Yeah.
and
Of
then I'm
course.
gonna have a different type of conversation than you would if I were to invite someone, all of that kind of thing. So my proposal is that I want to do a podcast with Lay, and I've mentioned this in the past anyway, because like Lay has been like a big part of the channel. She started watching pretty much from the beginning or listening. She's done the artwork. Sorry, they've done the artwork. I should also mention that Lay is non-binary, so um we should address correctly. Just slip of the tongue from my end of things. But they've had a big input in what we've done. They help with the logo. They help with the avatars that we use, pretty much most of the channel art. Um, I want to have a conversation with Lay about band, about streaming, about life, and all that kind of thing. If you would be okay with it, and you also have other people that you would want to have a conversation with, we could independently record those conversations because I feel like the dynamic could be slightly different if they felt like they were being judged by someone else in that call. Does that make sense?
What do you mean? So like you'd have a conversation with Lay and that'd be a separate podcast, and I have a
And it
conversation with someone else and that'd be a separate podcast.
At different times, yeah, we could break them up in between, even if they end up being like mini-sodes or like we split them into parts or something like that. Because we know with Lay, it it would be a conversation that we could both have as like a guest on. But if there are
Oh
other
yeah.
people that I want to have a conversation with that you have no fucking clue,
Mm.
in the kind of way that we do this, obviously for anyone who doesn't know, we don't do this face to face. We do this online over Discord.
Yes, because transport and things.
There is a very big distance between us. We only know each other online. Like it's a very weird dynamic because typically speaking, like a podcast has like a studio and you go in and you have a sit down and you can like feed off of each other's like vibe, if you will. Uh,
Yeah.
I feel like with three people in a Discord call trying to record a podcast that seems coherent to other people, it could get messy quite quickly.
Good.
That's my only like concern. I'm doing concern in quotation marks at that point.
Mm.
So there would be some people would be like both of us would be like, yeah, this would be really cool. We're not really too like we don't really know the person, but we can both find out at the same time. But if I really know someone and you
And then
don't,
I have got
it's
a clue who
like
they are. Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit like you're finding out at the same time as the audience, and it would be the same for me if you were to talk to someone because you're going to talk to them so differently than like I'm just going to sit on the sidelines and be like, so how do you think about this, or what do you think about this thing? And you're like, well, I already know this person, and it seems like a really dull, boring question. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's like boring question line. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like you're gonna talk to them slightly differently, and you wanna, like, get something genuine out of them. Because I feel like that's, like, something that we're pretty decent at, is we just have a chat. We'll just have a fuck about for a bit and be like, "Yeah, we're gonna rip the shit out of each other for a viewpoint or something, or just talk for a bit." That's all we do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm totally down with that idea. It sounds very cool, to have like little separate mini podcasts. Maybe like we'll have them like 15 minutes just shooting questions to one another about just random shit
yeah,
and like experiences and like viewpoints and whatnot. Yeah, that sounds great.
but
Obviously, we'd love you
we could do it
guys' input.
yeah, of course. Input from anyone, like, really is always going to be appreciated because I appreciate that someone is taking the time to do so regardless. Um,
Yeah.
and even if they don't end up being like mini episodes type of thing, we'll just put them or we'll dot them in between our normal episodes. So you guys would
Yeah.
still like as audience members would still have the normal stuff that we
Yeah,
try to
this
put
this
out
this
on
would
like the
be
Friday.
yeah, this would be just extras, to have just more content out there because more content, more people will be coming in for the views, more
Yeah, of course.
views, better for the channel.
Better for the channel because we can have more content and more conversations and we can invite more people and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's something that we
Yeah.
can try if you've got people in mind, and I know that I have a few people in mind. It's not necessarily just like Twitch stuff; it's just people that I know, um, and very similar to the shout out from last episode that I know that was a little bit delayed with Coolio and whatnot. I don't know if Coolio watched the last podcast, which is fine. I just want to mention it again, just in case they happen to miss it. Still want to have a conversation, but we're all about that, like inviting people on and doing all that kind of thing. So I've already fronted the idea to Lay. Lay's obviously more than up for it because they get to advertise the band. But that'll be something that comes up anyway. But I think it's a not to say a thank you because it seems so like I don't want to say unfair, but unbalanced. That it's like, oh yeah, they did all this artwork for us. We're just gonna have a chat. It's like that doesn't work. Um,
Yeah.
anyway, I've done a lot of shit talking. Fill us in on what's going on in your life while I vape and eat after eights.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, most of the things that are going on in my life are not like most of the interesting stuff because obviously there's like boring stuff that's going on that like I can tell anyone, but like most of the interesting stuff I'm trying to keep on the DL. Like, but I'm
Why?
like,
Fill us in. Let us know how your plans are going.
okay. No, because it's like some of this is like private business matter and like other things are like
Oh yeah, fuck
private
all of that. No one
life.
cares about any of that stuff. Like
Exactly.
Eh, even if it seems somewhat, like, monotonous, like, okay, I'll tell a very quick story as an example. I woke up late this morning, because I don't want anyone to know what day we were recording this. Usually we do it on the Friday, but we're actually, like, ahead of time, it's great. My birthday was yesterday, and it sounds really bad, it's like, birthday was yesterday, and then, I woke up late this morning. I don't drink, I'm not a big drinker. I just woke up late, had to phone into work. It looked really dodge, but, like, that seems boring to most other people. But for me, it's like, "Holy shit, this never happens. I woke up late for work." So, give us an insight into, like, a little bit of what Armand actually gets up to without obviously revealing the personal shit.
Right, this morning, right. Let's start with this morning then. I actually woke up on time this morning, surprisingly. Like, right, because I live very close to where I go to school. So
Mhm.
if I wake up, so I need to be in school at like 8:20, like 8:30, you know.
Okay.
So if I wake up at 20 past 8, I can like get dressed and be in school.
Okay.
So, but this morning I actually woke up at like 10 to 7, and I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
I have so much time. No, no, sorry, 10 to 8, 10 to 8, 10 to 8, not
Oh,
ten
I
to
was gonna
seven.
say yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like
Well, but
10.
still nice though.
Yeah, like 10 to 8, man. I have so much time. I was like, I did all of the stuff you could imagine doing in the morning. like,
Just
like norm,
generally getting ready and like having the time to do so.
Yeah, because normally when I wake up at like 10 past 8 or quarter past 8, right, I'll be like getting my call loads on, doing making my bed, make sure like I leave everything tidy behind me, brush my teeth real quick,
Mhm.
throw like a piece of bread down in my mouth, and I'll just like have eaten something,
Yeah.
uh, and then like I'll like throw 2 pieces of chewing gum in my mouth and like out the door. But like this,
If you need to rush, yeah.
yeah, but like this morning, I was like, oh, I can take my time, brush my teeth, brushing my tongue, and then like washed my face with like soap and everything. It was a good morning. It was a good morning.
Good morning. Well, it was nice for some because oddly enough, I wake up at around the same time that you do and start work at about 8:30. Well, I say 8:30. I need to be in the building by like 25 past, or I'm fucked. Um, so yeah, rather odd that it works out the same kind of thing, but getting you ready for life, if you will. But yeah,
Hey,
but
quick
like
question: Do you
yeah, go
make your
for it.
bed in the morning?
Um,
Be honest with me. Do you make your bed in the morning?
no, I don't. But this is the thing. Okay, so I have to
You
caveat this.
lazy
No, no,
fuck.
no. This is the thing. Okay, so okay, my bed right now. I wouldn't say it's a mess, but it's like made. But there's things on my bed, and this is the bed at like my place where I live. Um, More often than not, I say that more often than not. Most of the time, I don't actually end up sleeping at mine. So
Okay.
it's a little bit different in that, like me waking up in the morning, like I'll
Yeah.
take my girlfriend into work in the mornings, and like that's usually my motivation to like get up. And it's like, right, I'll get up and I'll take her to work, and then I'll come over to the town that I need to then get to work and whatnot. Um, More often than not, I don't actually sleep in my own bed, and it sounds weird to put it that way. It's just the way that things have worked out over the last kind of few weeks or so. Um,
Okay. No. No.
so
It,
where
it
you
makes
say,
sense.
"Have you made your own bed?" It's like, yeah, but there's like clothes on it at the moment, like that I know that there's like a clean pile and a washing pile that I need to do, which I'll be doing in a bit. So it's simple things like that. So it doesn't really work to say, "Oh, have you made your bed from waking up?" It's like I didn't wake up in my bed this morning. So, but that is also like an ongoing thing. That's
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
because
That's fair then.
yeah. But I get what you mean by, like, waking up and, like, making your bed. Also, fuck that. Even if I did wake up in my own bed, I'm gonna get back in it. Like, more often than not, okay, used to be my plan, okay? I say plan. This would be my, like, routine. I would come back from work because I'd be fucking drained because I like to think that I'm a hard worker to the point that I'm, like, actually reasonably tired by the end of the day. I'll usually change into, like, joggers and, like, a fresher t-shirt and jump back into bed for a bit, watch some shitty YouTube or listen to a podcast. Who the fuck would do that? Um, but yeah, that would be my thing. I'd, like, chill out for a little bit and, like, have an hour to just, like, I just wanna chill. I wanna put some, like, entertainment on. I watch Netflix or whatever, and then I'll get up and be like, "Right, I'm more of a night owl. I feel slightly refreshed that I've had, like, a little bit of a lie down." Sometimes I'll sleep for a little bit or something like that, and then be like, "Right, I've got a whole evening now because I don't have a fucking bedtime, so I can do
You
stuff
sure
till
about that?
midnight." Yeah, I'm quite sure that I don't have a bedtime.
Okay, dude.
I would hope with the age that I've just turned, I don't have a bedtime. Um,
So how old are you then? 50? 52?
so this one was 61.
61, you old
61. I'm
motherfucker.
so unbelievably old, it's unreal. But it's what's your takes on, like, birthday events? Like, doing something for your birthday? How do you feel about that kind of thing?
Okay. Personally, I'm not about having like a party or whatever like that, but like recent years, I like to do something that I'll obviously remember because it's your birthday, but that I'll talk about in the future with like friends and family, like something that I have experienced this type of thing, right?
Mhm.
Like for example, last year I went paintball, which was sick. I took a bunch of my friends and went paintball, and I terribly underestimated. I thought they were going to give us free paintballs actually, but they never did. So
No,
we
that's not something that happens.
so we
I've done it for my birthday as well.
so I bought some of my friends. I feel so bad to this day. We all had to like jump in together, and we paid about £300 or £400 for paintballs.
Jesus Christ!
So after we all paid about £300 for like the entry, we had to pay another £300 for the paintballs.
Yeah,
And
I'm guessing you were all like renting gear as well, so you had to like pay for all of that. Obviously, like
obviously,
yeah. So actually, like booking fees and whatnot also include the rental for God knows how many people you turn up with.
yeah, it was. Oh, wait, 1 sec. Let me count this. I'll be quick.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
we just learned that Armand can count to 3. That's all I heard was 1, 2, 3. I was like, oh, he can count. Shit.
Okay, I think there were like 7 of us, maybe 8,
Okay. That's still if you're doing a whole day thing, I mean, with like 8 other people, is 8 including you or not including you?
including me.
Okay, so
But
yeah,
I,
still though, 8 people, like 7 of the
yeah.
mates is pretty decent for like a whole day of paintballing.
Can you believe I have 7 mates?
Uh, no comment. So no, it does make sense because not to say I'm on the opposite end. I like doing things every so often, but I just don't. I'm just not fussed on it. I don't know what it was that maybe at 1 year my head just clicked and I was like, you know what? I'm not actually fussed on doing anything for my birthday. A few people have asked, and I can't really give them a proper reason. Like, why do you like the things that you like? You know, sometimes you can
Mm.
justify stuff, but I have no fucking clue. I don't know. Just not something that fusses me too much. Um, but as I usually do, I have to do a quick shout out to Summer as I do quite often for the present that I got because I was very much like I don't want to do anything. Like I'm not that. I don't care if we get a fucking Chinese takeout and we sit and watch a movie. Like I don't care if it's just another day that we just chill out and do nothing. Because that's kind of ideal for me. I just like chilling out. I'll just sit back and put a stick on a movie and be fine with it. Um,
Just stick on a movie.
yeah, just stick a movie on, put Netflix on, stream something.
Okay. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, I don't know, it's a phrase that I've used for years, just stick on a movie, stick something on the TV kind of thing. I don't know, it's a phrase I've used for years.
I've never heard someone say put a stick on a movie.
Oh, right, yeah, stick on a movie, stick on, stick on the, I don't know, the fucking bill, the TV show, or, like, stick on the soap that you're watching. I don't know, it's a turn of phrase
Fair
that I've
enough.
used for years. Um, but yeah, Summer ended up getting me, like snack food. Just like a box of Ritz, like crackers, the biscuits, then like a crate of Monster and some chocolate buttons. Um oh fuck, it's really gonna annoy me what else was in that bag now. But it was just snacky stuff. It wasn't like, oh, here's this like overly expensive, audacious present I'm going out there for. It was just some snacky food that I'm just like slowly worked my way through and ate some cake in the evening. It's great. It's good.
What
Yeah,
type of cake, my guy?
it
What type
was
of cake?
a triple chocolate with Maltesers on top.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
was
that's not what I meant. What type of cake was sure?
oh, shut up, you twat. Um,
Thank you for
the
catching on.
the the
Thank you for
cake
not being
the
too
cake
slow.
was but the triple chocolate cake was good.
What
Uh,
about the other cake?
there was no other cake. We ended
Oh,
up so what one of our mates came round, and we had a chat for a bit about life and all that kind of thing. Um, and then I think at about 11 p.m. we watched Wednesday, the Netflix show that's out at the moment.
I've
Which
never heard of it in my entire life.
Really? You haven't heard? Surely you must have seen the videos of like people doing the TikTok dance, and like must have seen like Instagram reels about it or something.
I'm a search it up right now, actually.
Okay, so Wednesday, as in Wednesday Adams from the Adams Family, has like um a reboot, if you will, about Wednesday going to a essentially a boarding school, like a private boarding school. Um, it's
Oh,
very like
this. Yeah,
yeah, it's like
I'm not gonna watch this ever. It's
it's
not
really
happening.
good. I would really recommend it for most people that like any kind of TV show. It's just really capturing. It's dark humor with
Mm.
memes. Dark humor in the terms of like as far as Netflix will let it allow. Although some of the stuff does skirt the line, but it is really fucking good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm surprised at how much I'm actually enjoying it. It's not the type of
Yeah,
thing that maybe I'd go towards, but I was like, you know what, I'll give the first episode a try, and like that, it captured me. I was like, fuck, this is good.
fair
And
enough then.
the person who plays Wednesday Adams as well. And there's a little bit of trivia for you. I don't know if you'll remember the old Adams Family movie that was like I
I
want to say like
think I've
late
watched it.
90s. Yeah, possibly. But she's also in it. The character who used to play Wednesday Adams is a character in this new series, which I think is quite cool, just as like a little throwback thing. Um,
Hmm, nice.
but yeah, it's really good. But yeah, that was pretty much the evening. Just kind of food, have some chats about life and philosophical debate type thing, and then watch Netflix, and then sleep, and woke up late for work. That's about it. Um, but other than that, I'm not really too fussed on birthday stuff. Not really.
Okay,
I know we just spent a whole thing on it, but
I got an exact count now. So
what do you mean
this
a
whole
count?
time this whole time while I was listening to you, I was scrolling back through some messages with someone to find
Mhm.
the pictures of from that day. So one,
Are you gonna learn to count again? Come on, can we make
one
it to 4 this time?
shut up, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yes!
9 people, including me. So 10 in
Okay,
total.
I hate to let you know this, okay, but 9 does not come after 5.
I never said what?
You went
No,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
you're lying. No, it is. Oh, you know, I can't be asked going through them again.
Go on, how many is there? Go on,
So
let's hear
they
all the
were
numbers.
9, and including someone else. Actually, no, they were 10 of us. 10 of us total.
10 of us, okay, so including you, it's 10. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's not bad. It's good to have an even number when you're playing something like paintball, that's fair.
yeah.
Um, okay, so, I haven't really got an awful lot else to go over. Nothing really has happened too much, but, like, I just wanted to, like, I don't know, give some ideas about where the podcast is gonna go and all that kind of thing. Obviously, we still wanna have guests on. We're at the point that we're going to. We've said about, like, posting on socials and all that kind of thing. Um, and we wanna get more people involved. If you've made it this far into this particular shit show, then by all means, comment something. I don't know. What do you want them to comment? You comment something to show loyalty.
Comment a right. So you know how when you click on like an emoji that's like normally yellow, or like a hand symbol or
Right.
whatever, it goes like with all like different color shit. Comment not the first one from black, but the second one down towards white. Comment that one. No,
Wha
doesn't matter which.
I'm so lost on which one you mean. You want them to comment an emoji?
Right. So no matter what emoji you comment, that is not the point, right? So what you
Okay.
do, right, is you go to emojis, right? You hold on to like I don't know a hand signal, whichever one you
Oh,
feel like,
right, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
and then not the first black one, the second one towards the white things.
Why? Why are you asking for that? I'm kind of worried
I
now.
I don't know. It's just
You just picked one. Right, let me
yeah.
find an emoji. So, like,
I
let
want
me go
I want it to be oddly specific.
okay, um,
Oh,
let's
it
do
does. It
this one, and the second one okay, yeah, you can do that if you want, but the one that mine just came up with was the, okay sign. It's probably slightly problematic in certain circles, but there we are. Um, yeah, we can put something like that. Why not? Just give it a try and see who's about and what the things are doing. I was gonna ask something. Fuck. What do you want to do in the future? What the kind of thing? Say if we're on episode 50. We'll go like
Jesus Christ.
we'll do a big jump. We'll episode 50. What kind of thing
Right.
would you want to do for like the 50th episode of the podcast?
Well, hopefully by the 50th episode, we have gathered quite a significant audience. To the point,
Hopefully.
like maybe we have like average of like 1,000 viewers per episode.
Jesus Christ, you're aiming high, but yeah. This is
Yeah.
not the type of thing that I think about, to be honest. I would do this
Right.
if there were 5 people, let alone like 500. It doesn't matter to me.
So when we get to let's say episode 50, and we were like 700, maybe 1,000 viewers, I say
Right?
we live stream that one and we just do a podcast about whatever the hell chat says.
We can do. It sounds very similar to what we did for that, where we were gonna do the first Thursday of every month. But
Yeah.
we could 100% do something like that. I don't mind doing something like that because I think it flows fairly well. Obviously, we can come up with some topics, just like an idea of some things, but doesn't have to be anything like heavy or anything like that. But yeah, we could definitely do a live on the YouTube, and I don't know if you can. So I remember not long ago, Twitch added like a thing that you can add like guests. Like if you're doing a live stream, you can invite a guest in, and it like adds them to
Hmm.
your stream. It's like a weird partnership thing. I don't know if YouTube has something like that because I've never actually gone live on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
Man,
because I know that.
I say really like I have.
Yeah, it's one of those. Because I know that also on, I think it's TikTok lives that like someone can request to join and you can like have a conversation with them on live. I
Yeah.
don't know if YouTube does it, but if they do, I wouldn't mind doing like a Q&A. Maybe we'll do like a Q&A section or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
do like an ultra long episode. We'll do like a 2-hour live stream Q&A, have people send in questions, and just have a bit of a back and forth on something that's maybe a little bit more interactive rather than us recording ahead of time and then just like releasing it as is. But yeah, that's fine. Um, have you had any like have you had any things that have popped up through the podcast that you didn't think that would be like a topic or like something that we would talk about? Like, obviously we talk quite a lot anyway. Um, there's something maybe more specific that's come up that's been like, oh yeah, I didn't think this is the type of thing that we'd have a conversation about.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question? I literally just zoned out.
You
I
just,
don't.
you know
I.
what? Fuck you, okay? I put in all this fucking effort, and all I do is be like, right, you need to be here at this particular time to do the podcast. All you have to do is fucking turn up and send me Snapchats of how you're having a shit, and then you're going to be recording. And then all I get from you is, nah, I just fucking zoned out whenever
I'm
you
so.
want to try and
Uh,
go down a certain
no,
route of things, trying to
I
be
genuinely.
engaging, trying to make noise, and like, fill the silence gaps of you being a pleb. And I get nothing. I get nothing back from you.
Let me edit this one then.
No, it's fine. I'll do it now. This is why we're doing it ahead of time, so I've actually got the time to fucking do it. I gotta go into work early on Friday. No, I gotta stay late. No, early Friday so that I can come home and sort this shit out. And you can just turn up and be like, I don't fucking know, mate. No. This was your idea. Jesus Christ, this was your idea.
I don't. Sorry. I just have a lot on my mind, and I literally zoned out. Not
You
even
have so
intentionally.
much on your mind that you're not telling us anything. It's like, you know what? Of all the people to talk, this is why when I bring guests in, I'm just gonna have a chat with them. Fuck you.
I don't even blame you at this point.
Exactly. Fuck's sake. Anyway, fuck me. Oh God. Robloxing myself sounds amazing, right? Anyway, I can even say that on here. Fuck it. My cut down version of my question is: there any topics that we've gone over on pod that you didn't think that we would have a conversation about when we just meme and have a chat?
Oh no, no, no. I have like every topic we like talked about is like something I would expect us to have talked about anyway.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like we did any topics which were like so obscure that we wouldn't have to like even about with the last one we did the Ukrainian war. I don't
Mhm.
feel like it was such an obscure topic that was like, oh yeah, this is something me and you would have never talked about. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. No, I can see that in that direction. Yeah, it's just kind of like it's a thing that we would have talked about because it's current.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fair. Um,
Oh
is that
right.
go on?
Can I read something for the podcast?
You can, but then I'm going to revisit a side tangent of what we just went about. But yeah, go for it. Of course you can. I talk too much.
Right. So this you're gonna want to punch me straight in the face after
Oh
I say what this
God.
is.
Okay. Is this your
So,
fucking Andrew Tate? Like it is, isn't it? Your fucking
so,
newsletter, email, shit posting. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
this is an email from Andrew Tate that I got at 29th of November at 16:19. Right. I
1619.
I
That's
haven't read
420. Great. Okay. Go on.
I haven't read this one yet, so I have no idea what it says. So if it's like very cringy or something, not
It's
my
probably
fault.
cringe. All of
Right.
them been cringe so far that you've read to me, but go
So
for it.
title: I know why you aren't exceptional yet. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I am
Is this going
from
to
the
offer any advice? But go on.
probably not. I am from the streets. I am from a position likely worse than yours. I grew up broke. If I can do it, why can't you? Why isn't your Bugatti Chiron per sport running off your driveway? Why don't you have a giant mansion with unlimited women at your service? Why don't you have six armed guards on the premises at all times just because you can? What's your excuse? The question is rhetorical. You
Of course.
all pose one of these three qualities: stupid, lazy, or arrogant. You are right now one of the three. And most of you aren't stupid. Most of you would work if God came down and told you exactly what to do to get rich. So most of what you do, your daily dose of push. What?
This grammar is amazing. Go on, try it again. Try it again.
So
We found out that you can count to 5 and you did a bit of a jump to 9, but now you can't read. So that's fine. Go for it.
so most of you who do your daily dose of push-ups aren't that lazy. What most of you are is arrogant. You think you can do it on your own. You think you're the smartest man on the planet. You think you're special. No one does it without guidance. Do you think I've became 4 times world champion without obeying my coach? I possess none of those three qualities. That's why it's my Bugatti rolling up my driveway. You have the opportunity to learn from an expert of life. $8 for a 10-minute conversation that will transform your life. Okay, dude. And
Is that
most of
is that okay? I was gonna say if that's the end of the email.
no. And
Okay.
most of you will be too arrogant, stupid, or lazy to take advantage of it. Then you'll complain life isn't fair when you are exactly where you deserve to be. Trust in Tate, Andrew Tate, aka Mr. Plenty.
So
It's
that email was so vacuous.
it
It
was
offered nothing other than
it was
pay
like
to talk to me or a 10-minute conversation with someone, I'm
it's
guessing. I don't know if it's him.
probably him. It's like you're either stupid, lazy, or arrogant. And it's like
Ha
okay.
You're either one of these 3 things, talk to me and you won't be anymore. Is that the vibe I'm getting from that?
That's the message, and also because obviously we're all brokies because we don't have a Bugatti Chiron per sport.
Yeah, of course. Not that that's something to strive for whatsoever.
Yeah,
I do okay, yeah, fine. Um,
yeah. Rune,
I'm probably just gonna get, like, accused of virtue signaling at the same time, which is fine, but
where's your Bugatti, Rune?
I had my version of my Bugatti, it got vandalized, I lost it. I had my idealistic dream car, and it was fine. I built it for 2 years, it was great, but we'll talk about that another time. I don't even know if I've bought it up, but fuck it. One thing I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to try and refresh my mind and maybe gain a bit of IQ back from listening to that shit show. I thought we were bad. Jesus Christ, that offered absolutely nothing. Um, God, that was
There's
vacuous.
there is so much more as well.
It's I don't even. You know what? I don't care. Um, oh fuck. Now I'm having to try and remember what I was gonna mention about what we were talking about before. Something more potent
Uh,
to the conversation. It wasn't about the guests or anything, and it was on about
no,
like
no, no. It was last thing I remember is we talked about things that we didn't expect to have on the podcast, and then we ended up talking
oh,
about
the
them.
thing, yeah, things that we didn't expect to have a conversation about and all that. One thing that I do want to do for the future is I might shoot some stuff over to you. This is something that I'll advertise on the podcast as well because maybe some people will have some feedback for the last few minutes of this particular one. Is that I'll shoot some stuff over to you to kind of because I'm in like different internet circles for like what you could consider drama, and every so often I don't mind like having a quick conversation about it, even if it ends up being like maybe a separate episode of like what's happened between Moist Critical Charlie Penguin Zero or and Sneeko, the bit of drama that they've had between them at the time, like more
Mm,
recently. It's current, very much like what we did with Ukraine. It's one of those things that I don't like covering breaking news because you don't have all the information, so everything is just conjecture, and it's a bit I don't know, that it makes me feel a little bit weird when you go over breaking news without proper amounts of information. Um,
right.
but where it becomes to like drama stuff, having an input on like a drama and how someone is reacting or acting in a particular situation is usually quite fun. So yeah, every so often there might be an episode or maybe like a side episode that we'll have a quick chat about. I don't know, some internet drama or something that's going on that's fairly relevant. if you're okay
Yeah.
with that, rather than
Yeah,
watching clips of some dickhead.
Right. Can I read another one, and then after that we'll say our goodbyes.
I don't know if I want to. You know what? No, I'm going to say no this time. You know what? You can do it in the middle of the next episode because I really don't want to end on a shitty email. But if you want to
Okay.
do what you usually do at the end of the podcast,
Okay. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for sticking through.
yeah, we appreciate it.
I hope you have a good evening or day or whenever
Or,
you
yeah,
watch this. Just
or whatever point that you decide to. Even if
Yeah,
you
just-
decide to use this to fall asleep to. I know that some people do that.
you would make it quite easy.
Yeah, most likely. Learning to count and shit.
Goodbye.
Bye.